All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of the TED Talk. It is officially player break, and there's a couple weeks until the start of the season, but that doesn't mean that we're going away with the interviews. Well, it actually kind of means we're going away with the interviews because I'm going to be away for around a week and a half. But before I go away, it was absolutely impossible to miss out on a great opportunity, and that great opportunity is to do an interview that I've been waiting to do for a really long time. But I feel like now is the most perfect opportunity of them all to actually have this conversation because the young blood guy that I wanted to speak to has actually joined a big organization right now, and that is why I'm really happy to welcome Mr. gr1ks, 19-year-old Belarusian Gleb to the channel, newly joined Heroic. Literally, the announcement I think came out 2 days ago, 2 days before we were recording this interview, so it's really fresh. You told me you haven't even played a single game with a lot of your teammates yet, so this is going to be a fun one. But yeah, welcome to the channel, and thank you for stopping by. How's life been? How are you doing?
Everything good. Hello, guys. Hello, everyone.
So gr1ks, we're gonna have this conversation in a funny way. So the reason we are doing this interview right now is to help everyone better understand and get to know you, right? Know who you are, because obviously for the people that are following tier 2 and tier 3 Counter-Strike, they know who you are and they've been watching for the last 1 year. But now I'm gonna take you back in time. We're gonna try and introduce you to in the best way possible to everyone watching tier 1 Counter-Strike primarily. So let's go back to, you are a young guy, but let's go back to your youth, your days as a kid. How did you get into playing video games? How did you get into playing Counter-Strike? When did you start playing Counter-Strike?
I think I started. I know the game from 2017. My brother bought it to my account, but I didn't play a lot. I just started to play in CS in February in 2020. All my life, I was. How to say it? Unlucky. 1 second. How to say it in English? I forgot everything. Okay, all my life I went for the sport. I was playing in hockey. I was boxing. I don't know how to say it. Yeah.
Yeah. You
But
were doing boxing. That's how to say it. Yeah.
yeah, I was boxing in 2020. I just started to play CS, and now I'm so happy. Before CS, I played in Fortnite. I was trying to make my career here, but
Okay.
I had bad PC, and that's why I stopped it.
But you were into sports. For how many years did you do traditional sports? You said you did hockey and boxing. How long did you do both of them? Was it something that you started from a very young age and you carried on into your teenage years? Because for some of our audience, just to clarify, by 2020 you were 15, 16 years of age, right?
Yeah, I think I was. I started in 7, 8 years, and till 14, something like this. Yeah, 8, 9 years I spent it for sport.
This is a really convenient thing that you're saying, by the way, because this is a phenomenon that I think was more noticeable with some of the old generation of players. A lot of them that had some nearly professional careers or were at least really good in a traditional sport. Device obviously is a really obvious one that everyone is aware of. With I'm not sure what he was doing, but there was a sport that he was doing on a really high level. So we are going to mention that, but what is the most, let's say, useful lesson that you've learned after doing sports for such a long time? What do you think are the things that you've learned there that are helping you in your career as a professional Counter-Strike player now?
I think I got discipline and some experience, not to communicate, but be stronger. Mentality, I think. Mental, sorry.
Okay, and do you think, because boxing is an individual sport, hockey is a team sport? So do you see
Yeah, team sport.
yourself? Do you see yourself as a team player, or do you see yourself as more of an individual type of guy?
I think when I played in hockey, I was more like individual guy. I wanted to. I didn't thought about importance of team play.
Okay, it was
On
more
high level,
important
like
for you to
right.
play well.
Yeah, I just wanted to play. I started to play hockey a bit late. I mean that all of guys just came to hockey at the age of 5, 6. Some guys even in 4. But I came to hockey about 10, 11 years. Yeah, and it was a bit difficult, and that's why I. First time I didn't think about team play. I was thinking about how should I improve my individual level.
Okay, that is an interesting. It's an interesting parallel because I think there is a correlation, and it actually helps people that have practiced the sport to a really high level once they get into professional Counter Strike. You said you started playing CS in 2020. That is that is obscene. That is really late. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's 5 years ago you started playing the game. Now you're a professional player. It's a fun world we live in. How does when you started playing Counter Strike, did you instantly know that you wanted to become really good at the game to the extent of becoming a professional player? Or was it just something that you did for fun? Because you said you played Fortnite, that you wanted to be pro in Fortnite. So were you already thinking that you wanted to be a pro esports player and Counter-Strike was just the next game to try doing that with after Fortnite?
At first, when I started playing CS, I didn't thought about any CS career. I just played for fun with my friends. So fast, I reached 10 level on Faceit and just started to playing to grind in Faceit more and more. And after the first Belarusian team got me, we came to our first tournament in Belarus, in Minsk. We took, I think, the third and fourth place here. And after this, Nemiga Academy wrote me, and I was a part of Nemiga Academy.
Yeah,
It was. I just want to say a bit more about this. I think Nemiga Academy was not a good experience for me because I was bad player, and they kicked me from Nemiga Academy, and they said, "Bro, you bot. You moving on this map like bot. You shooting like bot. Why are you playing CS?" Something like this. I was tilted. I didn't play CS for more than a year, I think. I played for some periods. I played a month. After I chilled three months, for example, and so on. I just wasn't focused on CS, and I think from September 2023, I started to grinding in this game. I went with Belarusian team to Moscow to LAN tournament. It's like student cup. It were 8 teams there, and we took second place. And yeah, after this time, this LAN, I wanted to become better, stronger, and to improve myself. Because in Nemiga Academy, I played really like shit. I don't know. I didn't want to improve. I didn't want to think about game.
That is interesting, by the way. I wanted to talk a little bit about that, and I'm glad you mentioned Nemiga Academy. Obviously, you played on that team called Zorka before that, right?
Yeah, Zorka. Zorka and Nemiga Academy is the same.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. How does one develop? Well, how did one develop? Obviously, because we were talking about, let's say, 4 years ago when you, or 3 years ago when you joined those projects. But how do young players develop in Belarus? So is there is Nemiga Academy pretty much the only way that you can get into Team Counter Strike and you can reach the higher level, or are there people that are coming in from the higher echelons and teaching young guys? Is there, let's say, an easy way to get in contact with guys like Box, for example, and learn from them? Or is it a little bit more difficult? Is there an infrastructure that helps you in any way to develop as a young player in Belarus?
I don't know how it works now, but when I played, yeah, I think it's easy way to contact players like the guys who play in Nemiga, the coach Box. When I was in Zorka, I had a contact with Lear. Yeah, and if, for example, I need some help, I can ask everyone. But I think it's just like usual team. We have a coach who shows us demos, who shows tactics, and we play scrims. After we play some official games, we, for example, watch demos and trying to fix anything. But I think that people there develop their individual level of game not so fast because they don't have so good individual level, and it's hard to improve. But it's good that Nemiga is trying to develop young players, and for me, it's really important to develop Belarusian sport. I'm proud of my country, and I want more players to become on how to say it?
Go on a higher level?
Yeah, I want to help Belarusian players to develop themselves and to reach the high level of CS.
That is great to hear. And just a final note on that. You mentioned Lear's name. Was he the one to help you the most when you were a young player and you were going into the professional scene? Because we pointed out the Nemiga Academy and the project before that. Your coach was a guy named Roman, who, for everyone
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't know, Roman's actually a really experienced guy in the Belarusian scene, right? But even though he's not, the Portuguese Roman, so most people don't know really he existed. But there is a couple other experienced guys in the Belarusian scene that probably did have something that they could teach you or help you with. So outside of Lear, was there anyone else, or was it primarily him?
I think I just didn't ask anyone to help me. Yeah, but if I had some questions, I asked Lear and he helped me. But
Okay.
I think I didn't want to improve myself like right now.
Okay.
I just play CS and it's good, it's cool. I don't want to improve. I just want to play in game. Yeah.
Okay, and when was the moment when you started thinking about wanting to go professional in this? Because you said that after Nemiga Academy things didn't work out. Because I'm gonna quote you. You said that you were a bot and you were bad at the game. So was there a moment after that when you were thinking about doing something else in life and maybe not pursuing full-time Counter-Strike? And what would you be doing if it wasn't for full-time Counter-Strike?
Yeah. After Nemiga Academy, I didn't want to play in CS like professionally. I didn't think about anything, and I went to
High school, university.
I went to university in Belarus. I wanted to become IT.
Okay.
IT, yeah, to reach IT sphere. But after half a year, I understood that it's something not for me, and it's not interesting. I don't want to become better in the sphere, and I started to grind CS more. I didn't go to university to my lessons. I just skipped everything, and I played in CS.
Okay, that sounds about right. I mean, it's actually funny that you say that. I'm gonna go on a bit of a tangent. That's actually how it happened for me as well. I went to study IT for half a year, and then I dropped to become a caster. But it's
I think I joined my university in September 2023, and I started to green CS so a lot in February 2024.
Okay.
I understood that I can become better. I understood that I have strong, not understanding the game, but micro playing. I mean, my aim, my understanding the model, how to move, and so on. Yeah, and I understood that I would like to improve myself. I would like to improve my brain, and I started to play in CS because before Aurora and Gleb, I had tests to Spirit Academy.
Okay.
But they said, no, sorry, we can't take you. You're a bit guy who has low level right now. You need to improve a bit. Yeah, and after this, I wanted to improve myself.
That must have been last year, right? We're talking 2024. That's before you joined Aurora Youngblood. Okay, so 1 year ago you got rejected from Spirit Academy, which is that's a fun thing. I didn't know that. It's a fun little detail. Talk to me a little bit about Aurora Youngblood. Obviously, that is the Academy of Aurora, and for some people as well to clarify, Aurora was an organization that was supporting Russian lineups and Russian-speaking lineups for many years before purchasing Eternal Fire earlier in 2025. You joined that organization. You joined the Academy project. How would you describe your time in there? Because you played with some other really young guys. Did you feel like you were progressing? Was that around the time when you felt like you were starting to get really good at the game and I guess get that drive to actually become better and improve?
I think it was the best period in my life. Play in Aurora and Blood for now. I don't play it so a lot in CS on professional level, but this time was the best for me. When I came to them, I saw that I'm full bot. I don't know anything, and I wanted to improve. They helped me a lot. Pixel, Wilby, Blue White, Mikus, Shigeo, Blixie, everyone wanted to help me, and it was amazing. we were not only teammates, we were, and now we are friends in real life. We can play with everyone. We can have a chat. We can go for a walk. I don't know, go to some places. We are friends. It's really important to me because in this atmosphere, it was really enjoyable to walk with them. Yeah, and I think that it's the best time for me to improve myself, and I improved so fast, I think.
Yeah,
With these guys.
I guess it's fair to say because you joined Aurora Youngblood 1 year ago and now you've joined Heroic. So yeah, you have improved fast. And again, judging from your words, you were saying you were a bot 1 year ago. Now you're gonna be playing on Heroic. So hopefully not anymore. I don't think you are anymore. But another thing that I'm interested in. Were you always an AWP-er? Did you rifle at the start? Was that a practice, or you've always since day one when you started playing Counter-Strike you were always an AWP-er?
Yeah, when I started playing CS, I was always an AWP-er. For me, it's I don't know how to say it, how to describe my feelings by AWP, but I really enjoy this weapon. I enjoy to fast scope, to flick everyone. Yeah, I feel that it's my gun. Yeah, I need this.
Okay, and
But also, I just
yeah, what type of an AWP-er would you describe yourself as? Was going to be my following question.
I can't say that in CS2 we have aggressive AWPers.
Okay.
Because this game, how to say it, we can make not a lot of mistakes in max round
it's not forgiving.
13. Yeah, it's not forgiving. And but I think I'm aggressive AWPer in this way to find first contact, to find these gaps in defense of other side. I want to create a space for my team, and also, yeah, to be in places where I can show myself to make something for my team.
Okay, that's a valuable one. So you spend a couple months on Aurora Youngblood, and then, as you said, it's a really weird thing that you're saying to me right now, because the way you put it, when you joined Aurora Youngblood, you, judging from your words, you felt like you were the one that was supposed to learn from everyone else. So you were the least experienced, and you were the worst player pretty much on the team when you joined. Then a couple months later, you are the guy that is getting promoted to the main team to play with the experienced guys. So that must have felt like a really weird thing for you to go through over such a short period of time. How did that feel once you actually realized that you were good enough and you got approached by the main team to go over there?
I can't say no. Okay, I was happy. Really, I was happy to come on other level, to come on higher level, to play with guys who understand CS better. But at this time, I didn't think that I was so good in CS.
Okay.
I know that, yeah, I have good game, like aim, like pressing my buttons. I understand how to do it. I have good micro playing. But in understanding the game, I just only I am only developing right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and after reaching some level in Aurora Blood, I understood that, yeah, I can go on higher level. That's why I promoted to main roster, and for me it was really happy to work with guys who understand CS better, and they also can help me to become better and to so on.
I want to ask you a little bit about that Aurora lineup. That was the initial Aurora lineup that later on became Astrum. You said that it was nice to play with guys that understood the game a little bit better. Talk to me a little bit about Norwi as an in-game leader. What is he like as an IGL?
I think he understands games so good, for me especially. When we played together, he showed me where I can, especially I find gaps. For example, the starter of round, where I can find the space for my team. And also in mid game, he did good calls for us. But I think our individual performance to end the round was not so good. That's why we lost good situations, for example, for us, and won not so a lot games. Because individual level of guys and I think understanding of game of each other, of every player, sorry, was good. But these mistakes in individual performance, that's why we lost a lot of rounds, our rounds.
That is an interesting thing to say, because I think it's leaning into something I wanted to discuss. Because at the start of the year, when you joined the team, I think for a lot of people looking at the list of players, obviously you, Kenzie, Norwi, gr1ks, and Patsi, everyone was thinking that this team should be one of the best teams in online Counter-Strike, in tier 2 online Counter-Strike. Was that how you guys felt going into the year, and did it start getting frustrating at some point when you were losing more of the games that you probably felt like you should be winning?
I don't think that we disappeared a bit when we lose these games, but I think that the main problem, our problem, why this roster didn't come on higher stage, it's this individual performance. For example, situations when we play 4v3, we have post-plant situation and we play in crossfire. We don't need to move. We just need to stay and someone peek, for example. And he destroys all the situation. And for example, city guys, they just easy to take this post plant when situation was for us. And a lot of this situation, a lot of times when someone, I mean, and me also, just wanted to win the game by solo, for example, when you kill two guys and you don't need to go forward, but you go, you die, and after this you also lose round. But you just need to stay AFK and hold the guy, for example, for yourself. You don't need to do anything. Yeah, I think in this way we didn't come better like a team.
Okay, that is a pretty reasonable explanation. And the last thing that I wanna talk about when it comes down to the specifics of this lineup and a specific person, it's actually Patsi. Because I think I am someone that used to rate Patsi really highly back in the day, and I still think that individually he's a crazy good player. But for a lot of people, it's been really weird what happened in his career, and the fact that obviously he was insane on Spirit. Then Liquid didn't really work for him, but that didn't feel like was his fault. Do you still feel like Patsi can break through and go back to playing on a high level? How would you describe your time with him?
Yeah, of course, I think that he can come back to higher level, to tier 1 easily, because Robert, it's a good player. I think it's good guy in real life also. I mean, this individual skills and to understand the game also, he understands the game good. He has good crosshair placement and aim, and I don't know what is his problem. Maybe some mental problems. I
Okay.
really don't know. I didn't talk with him about this. I didn't want to get angry of him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I think that he can do everything. He's a young guy. He's only 22 years.
Yeah.
But I think that he need to fix something. But he is a good player.
Okay.
He gave me a lot when we started to play CS together. He showed a lot of things for me to understand the game better, because in the start of season, I just wanted to make aggression moves. I didn't want to stay AFK and so on. But he said me, bro, you need to play like Shira. You need to stay AFK. You need to hold positions for us, make space for us to fight in other zone, for example. And I started to understand it better. I mean this. He showed me how to find edge, right?
Okay.
Edge to become aggressive and passive focused.
Yeah.
When I can make space and when I need to just stay AFK and hold the zone to give opportunity to my guys to fight.
Right. He showed you where the line was and how to be balanced.
Yeah, for me it's really important, and a lot of things he did for me.
Okay.
Maybe I think that they don't think that they give me a lot, but for me, it's very important. Their help to me.
Okay. Was it hard when you got informed that Aurora was dropping you guys to pick up the Turkish squad? Because obviously you found Astrum, but how did that affect the levels of motivation? Maybe the atmosphere on the team.
I can't really say about guys.
Mhm.
I can say about myself. Nothing. I just wanted to play CS. I just wanted to develop myself, develop team level, and I didn't thought about this.
Okay.
We had good conditions to play together. I think nothing changed for us. Yeah, that's why we just played together. And for other guys, I think the same.
Okay. How did you find online Counter-Strike in 2025? Obviously, with the updates on the VRS, things became a little bit different. Every single game is a lot more important, and the schedule is really packed for you guys. So, how was the first season of 2025 different, if it was different in any way from your perspective to, let's say, 2024 when you played with Aurora Youngblood?
I think I'm this guy who really wants to win every game.
Okay.
I don't want to, I don't thinking about losing game. I don't thinking about, oh, okay, we can't win it. Let's just wait and lose the game, for example, something like this. I want to win everyone. I want to beat everyone. And I think for me, nothing changed. Yeah, maybe some games were more important for us and we played more structive.
Okay. Yeah. Structured.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more structured together like a team. But I can't say that something really changed.
Okay. Then we're going to the interesting part, I guess. You get approached by Heroic. How did that entire thing happen? When did you get in contact? Did they get to you? Was the decision incredibly easy for you to take? Was playing international Counter-Strike something that you've been looking at for a long time, or did you just see a good opportunity and say I'm just gonna grab the bull by the horn, so to speak?
I think I wanted to play in English-speaking team. For me, it was really important, for example, for my future.
Mhm.
I can't say that my English level right now is good, but to play in CS, it's enough, yeah. But I want to improve my English level to speak on every situation, on every sphere in my life, yeah. And I'm trying to do it. Now I'm working with tutor and waiting to the start of season. But for CS, it's enough. And I had other invites from other teams, from FURIA at first,
Okay.
from GamerLegion.
Okay.
And I was thinking, okay, after FURIA, Молодой came to FURIA, and after FURIA, I had two invites from GamerLegion and Heroic, and I was thinking about everything, but I wanted to came to Heroic. I think one of the thing it's that near here. I want to play with him. He is so smart and strong player. That's why I want to play with him and show Belarusian duo. How Simon Youngstar said, Belarusian tractors.
Belarusian tractor. Okay.
Yeah.
You're the Belarusian tractors. That's actually I wanted to speak about, funny enough. Tenir has been one of the people that came out of the tier 2, tier 3 online scene this year into tier 1 Counter-Strike, and he's been one of the most impressive players for a lot of people. What do you think about him as a player? For you, was it shocking seeing that he's finding success on the tier 1 level, or was it something that you already knew was going to happen inevitably, and you always knew Tenir was a sick player and you were just waiting for him to get his opportunity?
I think that 2 years ago Andrei wasn't so strong as a player. I think he was smart and he good micro play. But the main reason why he became a high level earlier, I speak about this with him. He said that he fixed his mentality, his problems. I think mental problems, yeah. And that's why now he's mental stronger. He is a good guy who understands the game. He is smart guy. He understands game good and he has good microplay. That's why he's so strong right now.
Okay, and it must be motivating, right? You are pretty much the first Belarusian duo to play on a tier 1 organization and be able to play big level Counter-Strike. So is there a little bit of, domestic pride to it?
Of course, I have proud. You mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have proud of Andrei, of me. I really want to play with him, and I think we can show other Belarusian players, the guys who has not so high level of game, that everything is good. Every can become a pro player. Every can show himself at first that he can do everything. For me, it's really important to develop Belarusian esport, and I think that I, Andrei, and Lear right now, we can show to other young guys in Belarus that everything is good, guys. You can do it.
Okay, those are the motivational words. And to start rounding it out just a little bit, you told me that you haven't actually played a single practice yet with the guys, considering it's off season. We're recording this one on the 1st of July right now, and you will be traveling to boot camp soon enough to start preparing for the new season. But looking at your early interaction with your organization and with the people that you've talked to, and maybe the lineup that you're going to be playing on, because Nilo's being added as well, Tobis, who was the coach of the Mouse NXT roster. What do you think about the lineup when you see it together? What is your first impression? Did you already know what the lineup was going to be looking like when you signed the contract, or did you find out what the 5-man roster with the coach was going to be like later on?
I didn't know about coach exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, about all 5 guys, I understood that it will be some changes in all the roster of heroic guys, and I understood that Nila is on bench of heroic, and he can come here. I didn't play with Nila, but I played against him when I was in Aurora and Blood.
Yeah.
And he's a strong guy. He plays good, and I would like to play together with him.
Okay, and what do you think about this entire image of this heroic lineup? Because I was thinking about this the other day. Heroic for me, at the moment, is like a developed academy team with a developed academy coach. It literally is. It kind of looks like there's an academy team here, a tier 1 team here. Heroic's in the middle. It's just gotten the academy and got it to the next level. It's not tier 1 quite yet, but you can see the potential. Is that something that you look at the team and feel like is going to help you? The fact that everyone around you is going to be a little bit younger, and the coach of Tobis has worked primarily with academies before, so everyone's got experience working with people of the same level and experience, in a way, if you get what I mean. Okay, so have you thought about this interesting dynamic that you have going on with this heroic lineup right now? Because you started from an academy team, Nilo started from an academy team, LNZ started from an academy team. Obviously, Tenir has been around for a very long time, but he didn't necessarily start from it.
Nir played in Zorka.
He played on Zorka as well, so he started from an academy team. And then you have...
we have coach from academy.
And you have a coach from an academy. So isn't heroic just the next level academy team right now?
No, we just we're not academy team. I don't know.
It's like it's a developed version, like a Pokemon that is developed in its second form, and the first form is an academy team, now is the second form, and the third form is a top 5 team, for example.
It's good. It's good question. Oh, it's funny question. It's good dynamic. I think it's all what I can say.
Okay, and just to round it out, because you told me that outside of Tenir, you actually know Youngster, and you've played a lot of premium with him, a lot of Face It premium with him. For how long have you known him, and what is the dynamic then? What's the relationship there?
I know him for 6 months, maybe even more. Yeah, more. I know him about 9 months, something like that. I had Blue White in team in Aurora and Blood.
Yeah.
And this guy playing with everyone. I think he know everyone, guy. Okay. And one time he just said me, Gleb, go to play with Simon Youngstar. When he was in Sangal, I said, yeah, let's go. And after this, sometimes I started to play with Simon. He's funny guy, and we joking on each other on any situation when we meet each other. It's really good. He's so kind. He's so funny.
Okay, that's nice. It is unfortunately the only other person bar Tenir that we can talk about, because as we said, you haven't met your teammates yet, but I'm sure it's going to be an interesting dynamic, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you and the guys do in the server. So finally, just to round it out, talk to me. Oh, obviously, it could be a little bit difficult considering you haven't really met up with the guys yet. But is there a vision in your head for things that you want to try and achieve with this lineup until the end of the year? What are you looking at, and what do you strive to do until the end of 2025 with this heroic lineup?
For me, one of the most important things that I need to play with guys, and I'm the guy who really enjoys this game, who want to spend his free time in CS to play in Faceit, to play in them, this match I mean, to watch demo, for example. But I can't say that I wish demo a lot, but it's okay. And I think that these guys, after taking a good stage on major, they want to improve better. They want to become better. Nila, after 6 months of bench, he wants to become stronger. And I think that these guys really want to reach everything. And for me, it's really important. That's why I want to start play with them.
Okay, thank you very much for this. It's been a really fun conversation, and I'm looking forward to potentially
Also, I wanted to add that I don't have any expectations from our first match, and maybe on our work in the season. But I have some goals, especially for me, to become better. When I had first performance on a LAN event in LAN in Moscow, I showed myself in not a good way, because I think I was overthinking myself. I was thinking that, yo, Gleb, I played against these teams in online. I won them. It's really easy to play. Yeah, I need to beat them here. But it was, for me, I think it was the first LAN experience against normal teams, against strong guys. No, how to say it? Not so strong if you compare with tier 1 CS, but the guys who really want and know how to play in CS. Yeah. And I was overthinking it myself. When I play in CS, I have a map in my hand, and I understand what I need to do. I have create everything in my mind, how I need to move, and where getting information, I understand everything better. But when I played LAN, I didn't know anything. I just was moving on map, but didn't understand anything. Yeah, and I want to get more experience on LAN tournaments and to become better. But I think that performance of FURIA will be much better, because I fixed some problems in my head, in my mentality after LAN. Yeah.
Okay, this is really nice, and I'm glad we're gonna end it on such a positive note. You get to open up the season pretty much with Fisher and Belgrade and a little while, and it will be interesting to see how you and the guys do and gel together. But I guess we're gonna have to wait and find out how you do. Thank you very much for this conversation. It's been a really pleasant one, and I'm definitely gonna try and leave one or two of the moments where we had to call a cut in this interview, because it's been really fun. But we're gonna see how it turns out for the final version. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me, and yeah, we're gonna have a chat again in, let's say, 1 year to see how things have gone with Heroic and what stage you're gonna be in your career then. But yeah, thank you very much for the conversation. It's been fun.
Thank you, Ted, as well, and thanks guys for watching this video. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Спасибо to everyone, and we'll see you in the next one.
Спасибо.
Bye-bye.
All my life, I was... How to say it? Unlucky. 1 second. How to say it in English? I forgot everything.